Hello everyone, I invite you to every Friday's review of the leading cryptocurrencies. Let's start by checking the current situation of BTC in the USDT pair on a 1-hour interval. And here we will start by determining, using the blue lines, the downward trend channel in which we are moving. In this channel, we can mark two reflections from the upper border and three price reflections from the lower border. Which may potentially indicate an attempt to leave the channel at the top and a potential upward movement oscillating by the height of the mentioned channel. Going further, using the trend-based fib extension tool, we will check current support locations for the price as the correction deepens. And here we can determine the first support at the level of $43,674. While a strong support zone is still visible at the lower border of the channel from $43,216 to $43,019. Looking the other way, we will similarly determine the resistances that the BTC price must face. And here there is a strong resistance at the level of $44,138, just above the upper border of the channel. However, if the price tries to exit the channel upwards, we can see a move to the strong resistance zone from $44,653 to $44,921. And then the road towards $45,716 will open. Please look at the chop indicator, which confirms that there is still energy for a move. On the RSI indicator, we are moving around the middle of the range, while the stock indicator is at the upper limit, which may translate into a slightly greater recovery. Secondly, we will check the ETH pair to USDT chart, also on a 1-hour time frame. First of all, we can use the blue lines to mark the side trend channel from which we got the top, and the increase itself is close to the height of the marked channel, which we often mention. Now it is worth spreading the trend-based fib extension net to check the current resistance. And here we can see a strong increase towards 1.618 fib, which gives rise to a strong resistance zone from $2,351 to $2,397, before the price can move further upwards, towards the second equally strong zone from $2,557 to $5,608. Looking the other way, we can mark support at $2,340. Then we have a support zone from $2,304 to $2,279. And then we can see a downward impulse towards the support level of $2,150. The CHOP index indicates that energy is gaining more and more strength. The RSI indicator shows a return to the middle of the range despite slight price movements, which creates room for a new increase. While the stock indicator moves in the lower part, which may translate into an upward movement. Moving on, we will check the thematic situation taking into account the 4-hour interval. As we can see, the price has broken the downtrend lines. But currently we can see the price climbing the local upward trend. Looking at the current growth, using fib retracement, we will determine the places of further resistance that the price must face. And here you can see that we have gone above the resistance at the level of 0.618 FIB and are approaching a strong resistance zone from 93 cents to 98 cents. When the price breaks above the resistance and positively tests it, we can see a move to around $1.15. Looking the other way, there is support at 84 cents. Then we have a second support around 79 cents. And then there is a support zone from 76 cents to 72 cents. The CHOP index indicates that the energy is currently used for an upward movement. The RSI indicator is approaching the upper limit, but there is still room for a larger move, while the stock indicator is moving above the upper limit, which may limit the price increase in the coming time. The last one in today's list is the MKR pair to USDT chart on a 4-hour time frame. Let's start by defining with the yellow line the downward trend from which the price came out on top and has currently created a local upward trend channel in which it is moving. Moving forward, we can move on to marking support areas when a correction begins. And here we have the first support zone from $1,422 to $1,362. But if this zone is broken, we still have a second strong support zone from $1,269 to $1,201. Looking the other way, we see that the price has reached an important resistance zone from $1,507 to $1,577, which it does not have the strength to break yet. However, if we manage to get out of it and then test it positively, we can see a strong increase towards the resistance level at $1,779, and when we measure the height of the current channel, we can see that going up from this channel could result in an increase. At this level, please look at the CHOP index, which indicates that there is still energy for a move. On the RSI indicator, despite the price increase, there is a sideways movement, while the stock indicator, with its rebound, gives an increasingly stronger price increase. Technical analysis is provided by a third party and for informational purposes only. It does not reflect the views of CryptoDaily, nor is it intended to be used as legal, tax, investment, or financial advice.